The Christmas tour of homes, lighting of the Marketplatz, and how to make tiny, thrifty, tiny house decorations. Let's go down that road. Hello, faithful people. I'm Orlean.
I'm Gary, and we are traveling around Fredericksburg area looking at some really nice homes.
That's how we're going to start this out. We're going to tell you about the tour of homes. Unfortunately, we can't show you any pictures because there were no pictures allowed. But we do have this. And it was a Christmas home tour and market. The market was pretty neat too. They had a lot of local people, artisans and crafters and things, that really nice stuff that they had there, that we went to that too. We were gifted this.
So thank you.
Yeah, we don't know who gave it to us. We came back home one day and the tickets were on our door. I think it was like the day before or 2 days before. And whoever did that, if you're watching this, thank you so much. It was really a lot of fun. Everybody said we should go, and we're like, it was kind of pricey for us. We didn't feel we could. And anyway, thank you for the gift. We enjoyed it. And every person that went was given this book, and it had a map, has a map inside of all the homes. And then you could take this with you. And so you're just showing you some of the houses that we were in. I took notes on them because there was so much to remember about a lot of them and some of our favorites and everything. But it was really a good program. There were lots of people, and the people were coming from all over. We heard a group of women say that they were from Austin, which is about a little over an hour from here. And there was somebody else from Waco, which is a couple hours from here. So people were coming to this, and there were cars everywhere. They had volunteers that were helping with parking and giving you rides in a golf cart if you needed it and things like that. So it was very well organized. They've been doing it for 61 years, so I guess they have it down. They do different houses every year. And I don't know if they always do 6, but we're just going to tell you about our 2 favorites. One kind of surprised me. It was a very, very modern house. And it was probably one of the newer ones on the whole tour. It was way out in the country on a hill at the end of a road. I mean, it was like their driveway was this very long part of the road. And the view was absolutely incredible. The house was mostly glass, and it wasn't real huge. There was no basement or anything on it. It was just 1 bedroom on the main floor with kitchen, dining, and everything. And then they had a bedroom loft, master bedroom loft. Had a walk-in closet, and it had the bathroom and a bedroom up there. The sun was just pouring into that house. When you first walked up to the house, there were these 2 great big bowls, copper bowls with little bubbling fountains in them. And you felt like you were walking up to a spa. I mean, it was really, really nice. We really liked that one. And what I really liked about it was the way it was minimally decorated. It just, they didn't have a lot of walls, so they didn't have a lot of stuff on the walls. But anyway, it was really a neat house. And it surprised me because I'm not usually one for modern very much. One
of the other houses that we enjoyed tremendously was one of the older ones.
It was the oldest one on the tour, and it was from the 1840s.
1840s, okay. So it was in very nice shape. Parts of it remodeled, rebuilt, but it looked like something out of that era. A lot of, it was more user-friendly.
Very homey.
Yeah,
it was like as soon as you walked into that one, it was a self-guided tour. So you were going through the houses in any order. You could choose whichever ones you wanted. Some were in town, some were in the country. And this particular one was out in the country. It was just one of those houses you walked into and you just felt at home.
Very comfortable.
Right away. Yeah.
So we were going around through the upstairs and worked our way down the stairs, coming towards the kitchen area.
I think they had 2 stairways in that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
I can't remember. It was a lot of things to remember.
So we were coming into the kitchen area, and as we were working our way through the crowd, we met the lady of the house, and very, very friendly lady. She almost thought she knew us from somewhere.
Yeah.
And she was very welcoming and enjoyed visiting with her.
And she introduced us to other people that were coming through. Well, do you know them? It was just so neat.
Told us of one of the fun memories she had with her grandchildren was that they would put some ropes on the exposed beams in the living room, and the kids could swing back and forth on those beams. And they have some fond memories of Grandma's house and all the antics.
I wanted to stay there overnight. I thought it was
try out the ropes.
That was a lot of fun. Yeah. So anyway, those are our two favorites. The others all had their things about them that we liked, and one has a bed and breakfast on the property, which was really cool. In fact, the bed and breakfast part of it was about the size house we'd want. It was very small, but it was very comfortable. So anyway, that was the tour of homes. Now we're going to take you to the lighting of the Marketplatz. This is an area downtown, and they did a countdown to lighting all the trees at one time. And what we were told is that this is the most lights they've ever had, and this was the biggest crowd they've ever had. So it was a lot of people, and we went back a couple days later during the week, when a lot of the tourists and everything were not there, and we took some more pictures. So we're going to show you the lighting of the Marketplatz. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Skating rink. That's Texas snow. Give him 4 weeks. Oh, how funny. Because you do what you gotta do, right? Hope you enjoyed that. That was so much fun to be there for that. And every time we go by, if it's in the evening hours, that Marketplatz is all lit up. It's so pretty. And there's so many lights in this town for Christmas. It's just gorgeous. And we'll be showing you a couple more things that came up. One thing we took a few pictures of, and I'll put it on our Facebook page, was of the singing Christmas tree. We really enjoyed that concert. So now we're going to show you how to decorate on a small budget and for a tiny house with very little storage. So we're going to show you how to do that. That wreath is for spring and summer. And then I add these little things. Got them at the Dollar Tree on one vine. And I actually there were 3 or 4 more on the same vine. And I used the other ones elsewhere, but I just pulled it apart. And stuck them in there. So it'd be good for fall. And now I'm making something for Christmas. Last year I used these fake green wreaths without the pine cones with this star, and it shed all the time. And when you're going down the road and bumping down the road, you know, it's shaking glitter all over the place. So I'm not going to use that this year. That's getting donated. So I'm going to put them together with this. I'm going to just kind of arrange it on here somehow. And then I'm going to tie a red ribbon or something at the top. I was going to use a glue gun, but I don't know how well these will pack after this. And these are disposable. I mean, I can just toss them out in the nature again or whatever. So I'm going to tie them on with thread. And this is my little Christmas one, which I could actually leave up all winter. I have these beads that I grabbed from home when we were there this summer. I thought I can use these somehow. And so I cut them. They don't unravel, which is amazing. You cut them with a wire cutter and they don't fall off. I have done it before where I cut them apart, and then what I did is I just did hot glue and just did on the tips. This is above the couch, and that greenery I am keeping up all year just to have a little pop of color up there. And then for winter and for Christmas, I put the pine cones on. For Christmas, I added the red beads that I had cut off of that longer strand. These were cut off of a bigger pine garland. And I have the bag right here. That's what I used last year up above the couch. And this year, all this was falling down, and I didn't like that. This little project, using the red beads again and some smaller pine cones, I'm going to hang this over our bed. This is going to be a wreath for my little lighthouse. We hope. I just trimmed this all the way around. Took all that off to make it so it's not so big and bushy. So it's better. I may even trim off a little bit more yet. Okay, that's my little wreath. But it's missing a couple things. It's missing holly berries. Plan B. I didn't have any red fabric paint along, craft paint, but I did have this gold sparkly stuff. So this has just been put on. It's not dry yet. It'll be more sparkly when it dries. And I made this little tiny red bow to go at the top. Here's my teeny tiny little wreath for my lighthouse. Now I just have to figure out how to hang it. Wouldn't that be cute? I gotta come up with a way to make it so it's not permanent. Can come off. Yeah. I figured out the easiest way to fasten my little wreath onto the lighthouse was just to take some thread and I wrapped it around and tied a knot in the back. I thought he turned out really cute. Last year I decorated the tree with little white and silver balls and tied them on with curly ribbon. This year I'm doing pine cones, continuing my pine cone theme. The little lights. And of course, Faith, the angel. Very minimal decorating in the bedroom. As you can see. And then I put away our bedspread quilt. It packs up really well up in that left-hand cupboard up there. And I brought down this blanket because we need extra blankets on really cold nights anyway. So this gives it a little bit of a wintry look. Kind of Christmassy, wintry. This is the wreath on our front door. Our only door. Bought it a long time ago and brought it with us. It was supposed to be standing up like that, and it had a long stem on it. And you put it in like flower arrangements, but I turned it upside down. I curved the back, added the bow, found the pine cones, and voila! And one more thing outside, I found this pail in the church garage. I asked permission and someone told me that I could use it. They don't use it, they haven't used it in years. And we added a little red bow and some lights to some sticks that we found under a tree. And I added the pine cones. We're going with that pine cone thing. Go all the way through. Show you what it looks like at night. So the last thing I'm going to show you is how I decorate with the couch and how that can change with the seasons too. Depending on the season, I can change my pillowcases. And yes, these are regular bed pillowcases. When we were living in a stick and brick and I had the fancy pillows on the couch, nobody ever wanted to sit with them. They always took them off the couch and put them on the floor. But when I went to bed pillows, they would hug them. They just really liked them, and I want people to be comfortable in my home. So I went to bed pillows a long time ago, and I love it. I just changed these out with the different colors for the different seasons. The green one can go either in the front or the back, depending on which other color I have with it. This is the one that I made. I made it like a little pocket kind of thing. So it's a nice, neat finish. And then I have other patterns as well. I have this pattern, which I thought about using for Christmas too. I'm not sure. But it has the pillowcase and the matching curtain, which I'll show you in a second. And then for fall, this was the colors I used. And then for spring, I'll probably use this set. And then for summer, I went with this set with turquoise pillowcases to go with it. And so I can really mix and match however I want. That's the little curtain that I made and to match. And then I also made a little tree skirt to go with the Christmas tree. Pillowcases take up very little room. So I can pack those under the bed or up above a cabinet in the bedroom or wherever. And it just takes up very little space. And it can change things out real easily. I just leave a neutral background and I can do whatever I want otherwise. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Click on that red button down below that says subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. Just click on that, and then next to it is a little bell. Ring that bell and you'll be notified every time a new video comes up. Check out our Facebook page, Roads of Faith, for more things. And until next time, God bless.